large. What is good, YouTube? Back up here, the crappie spot again, doing some early fall crappie fishing. Seeing what all I can find, seeing what depths they're at, see, you know, which size of fish are moving in, because this particular bridge, they move in. It's weird how these fish function. Sometimes the bigger ones move in first, sometimes the smaller ones move in first. So we got to figure out what depths they're at. Of course, that's one of the biggest things with bridge fishing for crappie. But yeah, we're gonna get down here, see what we can make happen. Well, we're not skunked. Chill. I just had my line hanging in the water there, eyeballing these dudes down here, messing with their boat, and Dinkosaurus Rex here came along. Got that on a little Bobby LaGarland. I think what's playing against me here lately, the last few times I've been up here, is it's that time of year transition, or fall transition, where they're pushing a lot of the shad up shallow into the backs of these creeks and bays and coves and whatnot. And they're just gorging themselves on them, so they're not having to go very far or work very hard for any amount of food or forage. And when you're competing against the real thing, you know, a little plastic bait don't always win out. Hey, we got something here. Hey. You're 100% something I would be taking home if I had a bucket or a stringer with me. That right there, some prime eating. Very nice white bass. Yeah, white bass. I don't know why I started to call that a yellow bass. Maybe it's because of this yellow shirt that I've got on. Hey, we got something else, and I ain't sure about this one. Actually, it is what I came for. It's exactly what I came up here for. Chill. Good black crappie. As I've said a couple times in the videos before, the way you tell a black crappie from a white crappie is black crappie, their color patterns are more blotchy like that and have anywhere from 5 to 8 dorsal spines, and white crappie have vertical bars and usually 4 to 6 dorsal spines. Itty bitty little gillikin. Chill, man. Ooh, that's a little bit nicer. Well, we've just been catching a plethora of species, and I don't know what's up with this yellow bass's side. You got some kind of fungus growing upon you. Different kind of fungus that was on Seinfeld. That is not a fun guy. I mean, it's a fun guy, just not a fun guy. Oh, my line's all tangled up. Nah, you're not a crappie, white bass, or chill. You're not a crappie, a white bass, or any of those. You're a little baby skipjack. And if I had just a plain live bait hook rigged up on my other rod, best bet you'd be going on live. I got something. It ain't big at all, but it's something. Well, it's a little bluegill. Little gillikin. Tell you what, the fishing up here has been kind of rough lately. Like, this is the third or fourth time I've been up here and since this water is a little bit muddy, I'm gonna do away with this little Berkeley gulp. I always like to have a bottle of these 1-inch Berkeley gulps on hand, cause ain't much, can't get those things down, and the bottles are always the better option. You can get those things seated down real good, don't have to worry about them leaking. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a little 1.2 mule minnow on there, since I don't have to worry about that getting tore all to pieces as quick. And you know what? Just for giggles, since we do have a substantial amount of bait swimming around in here, normally I wouldn't do this because I'll end up losing 2 jigs every time I tie it, but we're going to do a double jig rig. You can do this with mono, you can do it with braid, fluorocarbon, whatever, it doesn't matter really. It's also a really good way to see if there's more than one color that's working better. And in today's case, since we have a lot of bait fish swimming around, kind of imitates a school. Well, a pair, not really a school. What is the deal with my line? Generally, with a double jig rig though, like, you can do it with the same size jig heads on the top or bottom, but generally you want your bottom one to be heavier than the top one. That way it casts better and it doesn't tangle as much with the other one. So like a 32nd ounce with 1/64 above it, or 1/16 with a 32nd above it, or something like that. You get what I'm saying. Well, something picked it up on the fall, and I think I know what it is. Yep. Yep, sure enough was. Chill, man. Chill. Chill. Shh. It's not like hooked deep. Stop slinging your pectoral, or not dorsal fins, your butthole fins into my finger. Oops, sorry. I must have nicked one of them gill things. So he's bleeding a little bit, but I'll get you back. That's large. I don't have a clue what that is, but it's probably the biggest of the day. Dude, come here. Did you see that? That is the biggest black nose crappie I have ever caught, and that's every bit of 12 inches. Oh, yes. I don't want all that nonsense on the ridge on the picture. Let's get over here in the sun where we can see it a little bit better. That's every bit of a 11, 12 inch black nose. Supposed to be pretty rare, but I catch the snot out of the black nose. But let's get this one back. Yes. And Mr. Snakebud over here ain't paid no mind to it. See, you ain't hurting nobody. You just doing snake stuff, eating bugs and minnows and stuff. That felt good. Little snake bud. We got something. It's a small version of what we came for. Go figure. I tie on the Berkeley Gulp. Well, I'll have to screenshot my other one. But go figure, I tie on the Berkeley Gulp and catch one after fishing with a double jig trout magnet for who knows how long, and not catching one or even getting a bite. Another slab donkey. Oh, bad words. Another slab donkey. Are you see this? I'm so good I don't even need to be holding my rod. Little green sunfish just come up and grab my minnow while I was doing my crappie thing there. Another slab donkey, and I believe this is going to be the last one of the day. It was fun. I will be looking forward to catching many more of y'all later in the year. Well, YouTube, that was a pretty dang good stop. Like, I've been checking around a couple places over the last few weeks, just trying to find where the crappie are at and see if they're starting to move up shallow out of the main river. And since all these shad have been pushed back into these bays where it's getting real shallow, they're just not having to go very far or work very hard to find some kind of forage. And I am a firm believer that it is that time. They're starting to really move in here. Got the one really good crappie earlier and several smaller ones that are just under keeper size. And I may have found my new favorite just all-around rod, especially for bigger crappie and just creek fishing. And that rod is the brand new, or at least as of filming this, 6 cents stash stick for Pig Patrol TV. I'll leave links in the description to his channel and a couple of his videos. But this is his signature series rods that they first announced to the public around August of last year, but it had been, talked about way before that, like way before that. But this is the smallest of the 3 rods he's got out. This is the Little Timmy. I've got the Medium Timmy, as it's appropriately called. And then there's a casting rod that I don't have. But This is the 6'6" medium light stash stick. It's like a army green kind of color, or matte green, black guides. This thing's just cast really well. It feels really good. But again, it's a 6'6" medium light, 6 to 14 pound line rating, 1/16 to 1/4 ounce, which is actually very, very appropriate for this particular rod. But what we were throwing pretty much all day was a little Trout Magnet 64th ounce jig head. Now, this rod isn't rated for that, obviously, but for the distances that we were casting underneath this bridge, it works perfectly fine. It will throw them in most of your smaller creeks, especially if you're using like a double jig rig or something like that. But we'll take another look at the rod here. Very short butt section, EVA grips. I like short butt sections on rods so I don't have them like get tangled up in, jackets or life jacket straps, stuff like that. And it's just a more compact feel to the rod. The reel I've got paired up with it is a Shimano Sahara 1000 and some 10-pound braid, which this is Suffix 832. I'll probably swap it out for Daiwa J braid like the X8. It's a little bit finer line, but for now this is working just fine. But I'll show you the Schmedium Timmy real quick. Same scheme, just a little bit stiffer rod. This is a 6'9" medium. The casting rod that he has out in this particular series is the 6'11" medium heavy. Now, there was originally going to be a 6'9" medium heavy, but that he said that was just too stiff of a rod, so we've got the 6'6" medium light, which is dang perfect for, general creek fishing, bigger crappie, stuff like that. He's caught some like 15-pound flathead on these little rods, which is incredible. But 6'9" medium, I've got it paired up with a little Stratic 3000 and some 15-pound braid. Ratings on this rod, like I said, are 6'9" medium, 8 to 17-pound line rating, 1/8 ounce to 3/8 ounce lure weight rating. These rods have the same grip, they're the same size grip, so once you feel one or the other, you know what the other's going to feel like before you even pick it up. They're extremely comfortable grips. Anyway, I'm going to get home, get this edited. Hope you enjoyed the video. I certainly had fun making it. Thanks for watching.